Emptiness and void is it, so consuming now I must admit I can't make it on my own. Lasting through this darkness, it's all I can.
Welcome back to BCW. Things are heating up here as we progress towards BCW 137, as tonight we will see the final confrontation between the BCW champion Maxel Reeves and Ace Swagger and JC Comet. These three will collide in a triple threat BCW championship match coming up here on April 5th, as last week Ace Swagger came out there. He called Maxel Reeves out immediately. He didn't waste any time. And as you see there, eventually things escalated to the point of physical conflict, and Ace Swagger would deliver this hellacious curb stomp to the BCW champion, and he staked his claim for the BCW championship, as BCW 137 is coming at you Saturday, April 5th, next week at 6 p.m. EST. And this week, this Wednesday night, we have a special episode release, a special start time, as we are going to hear from Resurrection ahead of BCW 137, as well as we're going to see a message from Tsunami, the man who is going to main event Trampomania 3 on May 4th. But who is he going to face? We're going to have to find that out next week on BCW when we see these three men collide at BCW 137. But without further ado, we are going to see the final face-off before their colossal match at 137 right here, right now.
On a crisp winter day, Maxel Reeves making his way for a big discussion. Turn the music off, give him an opportunity to speak.
BCW, it is a tremendous time to be Maxel Reeves, because when you're Maxel Reeves, you're always on top. You're always on top of the game. You're always on top of the mountain. You're always at the top, at the height, at the epitome of the card. And you know, now that I'm in this position, I have all these different adversaries, everybody coming for my BCW championship, everybody in this roster gunning for me. And what happens each and every single time one of them attempt to take this off of me, they fail. And next week, when I take on both Ace Swagger and when I take on both JC Comet, I promise you, the result will be no different. I have not faced either of these men in a match in BCW. It is the first time we are going to meet, and I am incredibly excited because with these two men, I am going to showcase my dominance like never before. I am going to show people why Ben Salem Championship Wrestling is the premier spot. And you see, these two men, they came over from WIW. They wanted to have success in multiple different companies. They wanted to come here and transform their careers and become better than they've ever been. And you know, in a sense, they've done that. But the problem is, there can only be certain people at the top of that mountain that I just mentioned. And that one man who is always guaranteed as the paramount, as the number one guy on the card, is Maxel fucking Reeves. And nothing.
Maxel Reeves does not want to deal with JC Comet's long entrances, but unfortunately, I don't think it's up to him. As the 45-second build builds up to his deep drop of his theme song, we'll soon see him, unfortunately, against Maxel Reeves' wishes. And there he is. The quote-unquote god, JC Comet.
This is the man who thinks he could take everything from Maxel Reeves. This is the man who thinks he can halt Maxel Reeves' championship run before Trampomania. And I'm going to tell you that. Let me tell you this, my friend. This BCW championship is never leaving my shoulders again. I am never going to stop doing whatever I have to do, whatever it takes to keep this thing on my shoulders. And I've And I've shown that countless times that I'm a warrior and I will fight for this BCW championship. And I've been inspired and invigorated with greater passion than I've ever felt more in my career since having this title. And I'm going to tell you right now, JC, is next week when we step into that ring together, I want you to give it your all. I want you to go out there and show people exactly why you think you deserve to be here. And I'm going to tell you what, because I don't know what you think when you look at that flag, but for me, that flag resembles the success of my entire career, my greatest pride, my greatest joy, Ben Salem Championship Wrestling. This is a place that I have worked hard on from the day this place started, and I've built it up. And because of this place, I've met you, I've met other people, I've brought together this world of professional wrestling. And now you're here and you want to take the mountain. You want to take this from one of the most established guys in the locker room, and you think you can do it. I don't know why you think you can do it, actually, but you think you can.
You know, I'll tell you exactly why I think I can do it. Because sure, you've been here for a long time, yeah. But look, ever since last summer at Hardcore Heat 2, ever since Trampolimania, actually, you've just been the underdog. Ever since you have formed the mob with NJN, you've been the underdog. Nobody's ever thought you'd be here as champion right now. You beat NJN. You got the perfect underdog story. You did it again a few other times. You beat Caden Gallows, which nobody thought you could do because he's a big, monstrous guy, but now you've been champion for 200 days. Now the weight is starting to weigh on you. You're starting to feel it a little bit. You're starting to realize you're not the underdog anymore, Max. I am. Because I haven't been here very long.
I'm being interrupted. JC Comet deck.
I'll take my time.
Some great words. And the disrespect is being displayed here.
You can cut my music. Listen, I'm gonna start with you first. I don't know how many times I have to come out here and tell you every way that I'm better than you, but I'm gonna say this. Me and you, we have experience in a championship match. Many, actually. And every time I face you for a championship, I beat you. Okay?
You know, you haven't beat me, man. You haven't beat me, pal. And I'm going to tell you right before you walked out here, this man said that I've been here since the beginning. But guess what? I've not only been here, I've built this place. I've built this establishment. He says I'm not the underdog anymore. You're damn right. We can agree on that, JC. Maybe we can get along better than I thought. Because if you say I'm not the underdog, you're damn right I'm not. I should have never been the underdog because I'm that damn good. And in my mind, I was never the underdog. I was always the favorite. I was always destined for greatness and for glory. And guess what? Now that I've attained the greatness and now that I've attained the glory, it's all about keeping it. It's all about maintaining it. Because winning that championship's only half the battle, and keeping it is the other half. And now I'm doing that other half.
Oh, well, you shut the hell up. Listen, Maxel, you seem to be the big guy on this roster. You seem to be the big name, the main eventer. But you see, everyone here seems to fear you. But I'll tell you this, there's one damn guy on this roster who doesn't, and it's Ace fucking Swagger. And if there's gonna be one person to take your damn title, it sure as hell won't be him. It's gonna be me.
You know, Ace, you say that, but last time I checked, last time we fought, I beat you. So sure, you might have beat me a year ago for the WIW Championship, but we're here now. This is the BCW Championship.
Oh,
it's a
I know.
completely different
You
story.
know what's both of you guys' problem? You guys both share a very mutual problem, and I'm going to tell you what that is. That problem is that you're too focused on each other, that you've managed to restrict each other from success for years. You've been so focused at keeping the other man from success. You've been so focused at trying to prevent success that you yourself haven't attained success. And now, that's exactly why. One of the many reasons why. One is because I'm that damn good, but one of the other many reasons is that you two are too focused on each other. And guess what? I don't know if Gallows is going to be ringside for that match, but I know that he's going to have a vested interest in making sure that you beat me for this BCW championship. But I'm going to tell you what, Gallows doesn't want to see you win the BCW championship. No, that jealous son of a bitch. You think he wants an admission? You think he wants you to be seen as better than him? He doesn't. because Gallows is a manipulative, lying son of a bitch. And I'm going to tell you what, just ask Christian Sin what happened. Ask Christian Sin what happened when he buddied up with Gallows. And now look at you, just filling in his shoes, just being his little pawn, his little phony ass bitch. And now, going in next week, you won't have Gallows in that match. Maybe he's ringside, maybe he's not. But in that match...
Yeah, maybe you're too focused on Caden Gallows now. Didn't you beat him? Why are you still talking about him? Why does he matter?
I'm talking about him because your little buddy here from WIW, both of you guys from WIW, this guy came in. Listen.
I don't like him.
Yeah,
No.
I don't like this
I
guy.
actually hate him.
Well, listen.
A lot.
Listen, you came into BCW alone. You came into BCW the right way. You didn't leech off of anybody else's
Followed
success,
me.
and you just latched on to Caden Gallows like a kid to his mother in a store.
So is that a compliment for me?
I'm not focused on you right now, but what I'm going to tell you is it
Seems
doesn't
that
matter.
You can't
It
keep his
doesn't
name
matter.
out of his mouth.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And all that matters is next week I'm going to retain the BCW championship and become and cement myself continually as the most dominant force in BCW, as the guy. Damn right I'm not the underdog. I'm the favorite. I'm the guy that everybody bets on. Everybody thinks I'm going to win. Just look at the polls. Look at the polls that we do going into these matches. Everybody thinks I'm going to win. Everybody knows I'm going to win because I am that damn good, and I show it and I prove it every single damn week. And now, next week, just another episode of BCW for you guys, because you're going to get put down. You think you're going to be able to attain glory? You think you're going to be Mr. WIW World Champion? You think you're going to become the double champ? No, you are not, my friend. You are not going to get to the top of this locker room, because as long as you have that leech attached to you, Caden Gallows, you'll never attain success. Never. And as for you, JC, you're just too confident. You have the same level of confidence as I do, and good for you. But the difference between you and me is I can back it up. I walk the talk. You can't walk the talk, because all you've ever done since you got here is brag about how you're great, calling yourself a god, which is the most ridiculous, sacrilegious thing I've ever heard. You call yourself a god. Well, I'm sorry. Gods don't lose to Christian Sin. That's not a shot at Christian Sin. Gods don't lose to anybody. But I'm just going to tell you right now that next week nothing is going to save you. You better save yourself, because when it's me in that ring with you for the first time, I promise I'm going to stop at nothing at maintaining my BCW championship and putting you down. And I don't care what I have to do to do it. Triple threat match, that means there's no rules. No rules? I'm not going to immediately jump to using weapons and using all this different weaponry, because I can do it without using any of that, without using any nefarious means. But if either of you assholes think about laying a hand on any weaponry and using it against me, I was the hardcore champion for 581 days, and I will put you down unceremoniously like the little bitches you are.
You know, Maxwell, there is one thing I can agree with you. Gods don't lose to Christian Sin. And seems one thing, as soon as I got into this company, I fucking pinned Christian Sin. And same thing goes for you. You held the hardcore championship. It's a valuable championship. So is this one. But it obviously doesn't show much. So, at the next BCW event, I will kick your ass. I'm going to kick your ass. And I'm going to take your title. And I'm going to shock the BCW universe. And I'm going to take back what me and Gallows deserved.
You want to be the man? You want to take everything from me? You want to be the guy? You want to be the
man.
guy? You want to go into Trepidmania against Tsunami, and you want to defend the BCW championship on the biggest stage of the year?
If I have
You
to, I
want to do
will.
that? You
If
want
I
to do
have
that?
to, I will.
You want to do that? No, you don't, because you don't know what comes with this championship. God damn it! Neither of you do. You don't know, and you don't know. This championship means sacrifice. This championship. You know how many events I have missed in my life? Family events, people. Just to do this, to be here, to be a part of this, you don't understand that grind. You don't understand that passion, but I do, because I've been doing it for 4 damn years. And I'm going to tell you right now that next week I'm going to show exactly why I've been the BCW champion and I've been the guy. Because you see, if you could, you would take this BCW championship off me, but you're not capable of it, and neither are you. You can't be the guy. You can't carry the company forward. You can't grow this place like I can. And that's exactly why it is best for business for me to win.
Yeah, you want to talk about what's best for business, Max? You know what's best for business is not having to watch you and Tsunami put on another snooze fest at Trampomania. What's best for business is we give the people what they want. The dream match of JC Comet versus Tsunami. I'm not here to become champion. I'm here to give the people a show, because that's exactly what you don't know how to do.
I'm gonna reiterate what I just said to this man. If you want it, take it. Take it from
That's
me.
what I'm gonna do.
Go into this match and try.
Exactly what I'm
Do
gonna
it.
do, actually.
Do it. Go
I'm
ahead.
gonna go in
and
and I'm
do
gonna
it.
walk out with that.
You know,
Go
I
ahead.
say screw both of your dream matches. I'll take this title and I'll fight whoever the hell I need to on this damn roster. I'll fight both of you in a handicap match. I'll fight you alone. I'll fight you alone again. And this time, I'll beat your damn ass.
All right. You know what?
I'm done talking. I'm getting the hell out of here. I'll see you two fucking bums at the next event.
See you next week.
And that'll do it for this episode of BCW. We'll see you right back here next week as Maxel Reeves, Ace Swagger, and JC Comet do battle in a triple threat BCW championship match. Who do you think is walking out with the BCW championship? You can drop that down below in the comments, as the victor will be the confirmed opponent for Tsunami in the main event at Trampomania 3. And speaking of Tsunami, we're going to have a special edition of BCW this Wednesday at 6 p.m. We're going to hear from both Resurrection and Tsunami ahead of the triple threat BCW title match.